a review today on some products sent to me by Really Electronic Cigarette. They've sent me one of their Ego cases. This is, I think, a medium case. It is a little bit bigger than mine, and I've got the small one. It's a fair size. You could get two full Egos in there, along with you've got 2 spaces there for your juices or clearisers or whatever you want to carry spares of. It feels well made, and obviously it's got the logo on the front, so if you're using one of their kits you can match it up. This is at the minute is £6.99, which isn't too bad. Some companies charge like nearly a tenner for their particular case with their logo on, so £6.99 is not bad. They also sent me 2 Egos. This one is a Ego Twist, and well, 900 mAh Ego Twist, should I say. This one is a 1000 mAh normal Ego in Chrome, which is quite a nice colour. The Ego, oh yeah, they both do come shrink wrap, by the way, but I've taken this one out already to have a look at it, and I thought I'd leave the packaging on this one so you can see what it looks like. So they both will come like that, shrink wrapped. Now the Ego Twist, as you can see at the bottom, the letters are really big, and you've got like a little red mark to tell you what voltage you're on, which is a really good idea, as you can see this is a normal Ego Twist from I think, I'm not sure where it came from, but you can't see, there's nothing. You have to get it in the light to be able to see what it's got like a tiny dot, and then you've got to try and get it in the light to see what voltage you're on, which is a real pain in the bum. So one like this is a much better idea. You can clearly see it. It goes from, oh yeah, there it is, 3.3 volts all the way up to 4.8. So it's about normal range for an Ego Twist. Obviously it's got, yeah, 5 click on and off, so that you can put it in your pocket without worrying about it going off. So that's the Ego Twist and the Chrome, which actually I'm going to take this out of the packaging now so you can have a good look at it. Obviously this is only a normal battery, so it'd be 3.3 volts. But I must say the chrome finish on it is really nice. They also sent me a CEO cleariser, which is a replacement coil system. I've left it in the wrapping because I was going to fill it up on camera so you can see how I do it. There's a coil inside, you can see there, so you take that bit out when it's gone and replace it with a new one, which saves you money for one thing. You don't have to keep buying the CE4s. If you bought that kit that I reviewed before, or any other Ego starter kit and it got CE4s, and you could buy one of these after the CE4s run out, and then you can replace the coil, saves you money. This on its own is £8.99, and then the coils are £2.49, and they come in 1.8 ohm, 2.0 ohms, 2.2, 2.4 and 2.8 ohms. So there's quite a wide spectrum of resistance there. I mean, if you're going to use it with say like an Ego Twist, then that is a really good thing to have all the different ohms so that you can pick which one you like best and then choose your voltage. Alright, so I'm going to undo this. So that's what she looks like out of the packaging. This would look really nice with this battery. Yeah, I knew it would. I mean, that looks lovely. Obviously if you're going to use it with this battery though, it's not a variable voltage, so you would want to get like a 1.8 ohm coil for it, if you was buying replacement coils for it, just because you'll get the best vape that way if you was going to use it on just a normal Ego. Right, so if we fill it up, you unscrew the top part, and that comes off quite nicely, and then as you can see there's your coil there, so it's a top coil. And if you was going to change the coil, all you do is unscrew that, that pops out, and then you put your new coil in. This doesn't look too fiddly actually. Obviously when you do first get it, you won't need to replace the coil, you'll just fill it straight up. But when it does come to replacing the coil and you've got it back, or once you've got it in and you've got the wicks sitting down to the sides, you just tighten it, not too tight, just fingers tight will do. And then you can just go ahead and put your e-liquid back in. So I'm going to fill it up now. And to fill it up, it's basically the same as a CE4, but you, obviously that is sticking out, so you haven't got to worry about getting it in there so much now. All you have to do is pop your nib down the side and squeeze. You want holds 2.2 ml of juice, so it's not a bad size. Oh, there we go. I filled it up just under the 2.2 ml mark. I do try not to fill it right up to the top, just because sometimes it can cause problems depending on what you're using. So once you've screwed it back in, the coil that comes inside this is a 2.4 ohm coil, which is basically like standard resistance. So now we've got it all set up, let's see how it vapes. Oh. Not bad at all. Even on this battery, and this is just the normal, I haven't even put it on the twist yet. The throat it's nice and strong, and the vapour's really good. And didn't know what to expect. I have tried this sort of, basically the same sort of setup before, from a different company, and it was a complete fail. It wasn't very good at all, but I think this is going to be a decent one. As you can see, the vapour is really good. The tastes amazing, and the throat it's quite strong as well. I should imagine because it's you're getting more of a throat it maybe because it's a top coil. The coil's like literally here. Yeah, and I think with this battery as well, that just does look really good. I'm going to put it onto the Ego Twist, and we can pump the the voltage up a little bit. Now with your twist, obviously depending on what coil you're using, you adjust the voltage. If you've never used a variable voltage device before, I would suggest just going onto Google, typing in via VV chart for e-cigs, and you'll get a chart up telling you like what the safe voltage is to use with the different ohms. The general rule is the lower the ohms, the lower the voltage, the higher the ohms, the higher the voltage. So hence, if you're using a normal battery, a 3.7 volt battery, a 1.8 ohm coil would be best, although this actually performed really well with just the normal battery. This is a 2.4, so we can turn it up. Turn it on. Now that's on just under, so about 4 volts. Yeah, just under 4.3. So yeah, about 4.1 volts. And as you can see, the vapour is even better. And I'm not blowing it towards the camera, as the camera's on this end, so I'm trying to blow it away, and there is still like a massive amount of vapour. I'll turn it up just a little bit more. The only thing, like I said, you can't, depending on the coil, if you do turn it up too high, you will get like a nasty burnt taste. And if you have it too low, say if I had this on like 3.3 volts, you wouldn't get very much vapour, because obviously it's not, basically the voltage ain't enough to produce it. Still a fair bit of vapour even on 3.3 volts, which is really good. I'll turn it up a little bit more. Turn it up. So that was on about 3.5 volts there. And the vapour's obviously warmer because I've got the voltage turned up and there's more vapour. I do find as well, if you turn the more you turn the voltage up, it does affect the taste of the e-liquid. Now all e-liquid's got its own sweet spot, so some e-liquids will do better at high voltages, some will do better at low. But this one, it still tastes really good. It is obviously warmer, and I think if I turned it up any more, it would be a bit burnt. But I think really about 4.3 volts is about perfect. So yeah, that is the CEO Clearomizer, which looks really nice and performs really well. I'm actually really impressed with it. And the Ego VV battery, and that is also really good. I do really like the fact that you can actually see it at the bottom, so you ain't got to kind of struggle to see it. And the normal Ego battery in Chrome, which looks, I mean, that still looks really nice. I mean, if you use it like that, it still looks really nice. But this one on it does look, oh, you can see it yourselves, it does look stunning. It's really, especially if you like shiny things, it's really nice and shiny. And so that is it. If you did see my earlier reviews on the kit I did, the starter kit, if you did get that and then your CE4s ran out, this would be a perfect replacement. Cheap, the heads are cheap, and it performs really well. That's it. Thank you for watching.